Bro, you gonna have to wake up from the trance. Like, you do realize that your beliefs literally hypnotize you. Like, when you're in a dream, right, you have certain beliefs that make you think that you're actually experiencing reality with inside that dream. And then you may become a little bit lucid, right? Hopefully, you could become fully lucid and be like, holy shit, I'm dreaming. Because when that happens, you break free from the character you're being inside that dream. Bro, you're being a character right now inside this life. You feel me? You're dreaming. Wake up. You feel me? Like, use the character. Don't become the character. Because the easiest way to find out if you became the character is if you're identifying with the emotions that the character experiences and everything like that. And you identify with the thoughts that the character has and stuff like that. You feel me? Like, for an example, if I identify with John the way that John thinks, talks, and acts and stuff like that, right, then that would literally be me dreaming. That would be literally me dreaming. Because me, as in the true self, is not John. You are not whoever your character is. Me and you are the same thing. And we are using all these characters to express literally ourselves to each other, you know? But we don't get that and we're hypnotized by our own beliefs and our own concept of ourselves. Once we break free from the trance, we could literally create new characters and stuff like that, and make little tweaks and everything, and shit becomes kind of dope. But it's hard when you're attached to the character because then it's like, how can you change it to a new one? You think that you actually are this character. You can't build a new one if you're just stuck as this thing. Like it becomes really hard. You have to become you have to step out the character and have the observer awareness to be able to eventually be like, okay, boom, this is not me. However, I can add this, and that, and then make this character, and then, express myself through it and everything like that. Awaken from the trance. You're literally dreaming. Like, you do realize that your concept of self and the character that you are does create the life around you. You need to understand something. I'm about to put you on some serious game. If you stayed this long inside the video, bro, bro, this is some serious game, bro. You and the environment are not separate. And here's what I mean. Okay, you are perceiving, right? Like you think that there's you in this environment, right? Because like you're inside this body observing shit. You could pick up stuff and stuff like that, right? But from like the highest awareness, bro, if you were like a, let's say, a higher dimensional being, it's like you, which is it's like the environment. It's like we are the environment just moving and stuff like that, bro. Like literally, bro. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you observe shit, a plane gets made for it also. You feel me? Like when you're inside of a dream, the character that you are makes the dream also. If you switch the character, you can switch the whole entire dream also. You feel me? The environment and the character are actually linked. You're just experiencing this environment from a certain point of view, and then you identify with this point of view. But you could literally step outside this and then observe things from a higher perspective. You feel me? And then it would look like the environment is just moving pretty much. You feel me? And it's just doing its thing. It may be hard to get, but long story short, the shit's not separate. That's also the reason why I said with the whole observer effect shit, right? Everything is inside of like a wave state until it gets observed. You feel me? So when you observe this shit, right? The environment comes with this. You feel me? Like it's not separate, bro. Your environment literally does reflect what you are, as in your character. I'm telling you, bro. Your environment acts on you and you act on your environment. And your character will affect how the environment affects you and how you affect the environment, because certain people react to certain things differently because their character is different. You feel me? Certain people act differently because their character is different. So the environment influences people differently because their character, and vice versa with them influencing the environment and stuff like that. Wake up from the trance. You are not the character. You are literally the observer. You are the same thing as everybody else. Just awareness. And awareness has three states: unawareness or unconscious awareness, subconscious awareness, and conscious awareness. Conscious awareness, consciousness, you feel me? This is when you are aware that you're actually aware. When you hit the state of consciousness, when you actually are able to observe the observer, that is when you can start creating way more. That is when you have control over the intellect and the will now. It doesn't control you. Because when you're inside of a subconscious state, the intellect and will is just kind of just going, and you're just observing the shit play out and stuff like that. Da 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 da. You feel me? In the unconscious state, right? There's absolutely nothing. You feel me? And then inside the conscious state, it's like there's nothing and light. Like in the conscious state, that's where light begins. And in the subconscious is the intermediator between the two. So hope that shit's making sense. When you hit the state of consciousness, true consciousness, you feel me? That is when like you are able to like literally just create like a bitch. So observe the observer, become aware of your true self, and then you can start creating what's inside this motherfucker.